Greetings from Kenya. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create a web application using the Spring Boot framework. And the most important thing in this video is that we'll be using JSPs as the V technology. And the reason for this is that in the past I had quite a large system that had so many JSPs and wanted to migrate the application to Spring Boot, but we could not write all the views to use them. So this video is for you guys who have large applications with a lot of JSPs, but you want to migrate them to Spring Boot, but without writing the Vue technology. You want to stick to your JSPs. So, and also we are going to create to deploy this application as a Linux service at the end. So let's get started. So we are going to create a new project. So it's going to be a Maven project. We're going to use the initializer from spring.io, and let's just call it this demo. Language is Java. I want Java 1.7, and also we want WA packaging. So click next. So here we want the web, and this one is going to be demo. Let's just call it demo 1. It's going to be okay. Finish. So we are going to open our pom.xml file. So packaging is WA demo. Here we are going to add JSP dependencies. So let's go ahead, these ones, we have them here. Most important thing is Jasper and JSTL, just to display, to be able to use JSTL tags. So we have Jasper, this is the JSP compiler. We also have JSTL, this is for tags. So after doing that, we want to add the web app folder where we store our JSPs. So the demo, we're going to create a new folder. Let's call it web app. It's going to be under source main web app. Yes, finish. And then we are going to resolve the problems. Maybe some dependencies are not yet in the class part, so maybe we download that for us. So it's downloading. Let's just give it a few seconds. Okay, after doing that, we want to, let's just rename something here. The final name should be demo. That's demo. Under web pages, we want to add a folder where we store our JSPs, web.inf. And also let's call it, let's create a folder called views. And then under application.properties, we want to configure our view resolver. So the suffix for the view is .jsp, and then the prefix is equals to web.inf views. That will configure our view resolver. So here we are going to create two JSPs. Let's call this one home, and then let's also create another one which will not be served by our controllers but can be accessed directly. So let's call it index.jsp. So click finish. Here we are going just to display the current date is equals to new date. And you should know that using Java code in JSPs is discouraged. So this one is just for demonstration purposes. And then so this index.jsp will be accessed directly without going through a controller. So let's also create a controller. So we go to Spring Framework, controller class. Let's call it home controller. So our URL is let's call it home, and we want to say home, and our attribute is greetings from Kenya. So under home, views home, so here we'll just put our attribute. So after doing that, we can see whether the project is running correctly. So we are going to clean and build the project. So that one has created the WAR file for us. So we want to see whether this WAR file can run. So we are going to copy the path. We are going to open a new terminal window, and then we are going to run it java.-jar. So this one is running on the port 8080. So if you go to browser and open port 8080, localhost port 8080, let's add our index.jsp. You can see that our JSP page is working. If you also go to home, so this one is also working. So after doing this, we want to install this. This is just a demo application, so we want to install this as a Linux service. So what we do is we need to make our WAR file executable. So we are going to pom.xml, scroll down, and the configurations, we want to make sure that executable is selected, is set to true. So we are going to clean and build the project again. So this is done. So this time round we are not going to use we are just going to execute the file directory without using Java. So if you remove this, and you can see that the file is executable. Okay, so it's working. So the other thing that we want to do is now we want to install this application as a Linux service. So what we do is very simple. I'll upload the WAR file to another machine here on the network. So I'll sync -arzvp. I'll upload it to Timo 192. No, yes, 192.168.0.124. I want to upload it to the home folder. No, sorry. So that's the source. The target is Timo at 192.168.0.124. Home. So I've uploaded the WAR file to a server on the network, so it should be here. So ls, yes, I have it here, and we can just test it to see whether it is executable. Demo.war. So if I go to 192.124.8080, sorry, so I have to add index.jsp and also home. You can see that my app is running. So now we need to create a Linux service. So what we do is we create a same link to the etc directory. So we say sudo ln -s home demo.1 etc init.d. I want to call it demo. I put my password. So right now the a new service has been installed, so I can run it as a service. So I can say sudo service demo start. So we can see that it has a PID of 3029. So let's see ps -ef pipet grep pipet throw java and then demo. Sorry, let's type it again. You can see that my app is running as a service here, so we can just see whether it's accessible via the URL, and it's okay. So now we want to make sure that this service starts automatically when the machine starts. So what we do is we do a simple command, that's sudo update, yes, that's sudo update rc.d demo defaults. So right now, if the machine is restarted, the service will automatically start. So there's also something else. Supposing that you wanted to customize some of the, like you wanted to pass some Java arguments or command line options. So what you do is where the location where your Java file is, you create another file called with the same name but a different extension. So we create a new file called demo.conf. It's a configuration file. Then we say java opts is equals to, so let's say we want we want to use a different port. We say the server dot port is equals to 1990. We want to save the file, so let's restart the service. Sudo service demo restart. So this time round we should be able to see that, let's just sorry, this time round you should be able to see that it has an argument of this server port is equals to 1990. So this time round, if you go to port 8080, it's not there, but we can go to 1990. Yes, and also you can use the same option to use, you can use the same file to do anything. You can activate a different profile, like you can say that this time round this is your production machine. So this is the spring dot profiles dot active is equals to production. You save this, you can restart the service, and then let's see whether that was picked correctly. You can see the server port is 1990 and the active profile is production. So thank you guys, I'll be back with more videos.